Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We've got a bit of a treat for you today because this is the first battle that somebody is playing in their Progetto M40 Mod 65, the Tier 10 Italian medium tank. And it's currently featuring as the top of the tree tank on the Italian line. In fact, there's two other tanks, two other lines currently being focused. The Chinese line to the Wizzy 111 Model 5A, and also the American Tank Destroyer line leading to the T110E3, so you can get those tanks at a discount. Now this particular Progetto 65 is under the command of finnz of the Error Clan, and he posted this replay a short while ago. His gun's up already, and well, I think he's just going to enjoy this game immensely. Now he's got a 105mm gun, which is capable of doing 360 alpha with standard APCR, penetrating 268mm, and with the heat rounds it'll go through 330. He's already been spotted by the enemy and bounced around from his opposite number in the Progetto 65 on the enemy team. Okay, see, oh! Well, he took a round in the tracks from the back chat, but he didn't lose any hit points because the other round bounced off altogether, so now he's facing two opponents, and this time round he did take some damage. That Batchat's 105mm round did find a home. This tank does have fairly thin armour. It's a bit of a glass cannon, you might say, a bit like the Leopard 1 in that respect. You're not supposed to take rounds from the enemy, you're only supposed to spot the enemy and shoot them from distance. And he's just been clobbered again. This time it was in the turret. Two in the turret. First shot hit there as well. Now here comes that Progetto 65. He's just the other side of that bank. The Batchat 25 ton is kind of suppressing our position at the moment, and that Progetto is trying to get shots on us from a crossfire. Now it's a 4-shot auto reloader, just like the Progetto that we use, the 46. Oh, he's fine, gets one in, go for another one, and another one, and can he get a third? Yes he does, and he gets the kill shot. Now it's got a diabolically long reload if you empty all of your clip, and he has altered all of this clip. Took a round in the tracks again from the T49, and we just lost our Progetto 46 in this game. So tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Now the reload time is rather long. It's 15.34 seconds for the first shot, 13.42 for the second, 11.51 for the third, and 9.59 for the last one. So you don't really want to fire all of the rounds if you can help it, but it did help finnz to kill that Progetto. He's got 3 shots in now, waiting for the 4th to go in, and here comes that Batchat. I think that Batchat's after revenge, and of course he knows that finnz is kind of unsupported here at the moment. It is an encounter game. He's waiting on that corner. He's probably got 5 shells ready to go in his autoloader, but he's the more traditional autoloader that can fire them all in a burst and then has to reload the whole clip, whereas finnz can reload one at a time. And if he takes a single shot and then lets it reload, he will get a fast reload. And the Batchat's decided that it's probably not worth hanging around because he will get outnumbered. But now the enemy's moving in, and the Leopard prototype makes a huge error. Takes 2 rounds up the Jaxi, and the Batchat couldn't do a response, but he's coming forward again. He knows that finnz has just fired and he's reloading, but the longer he leaves it, the more likely he's going to get clipped himself. And this time round he did. 357. That's a low roll, but only just. Okay, he pokes forward, and he takes the Batchat out the game. T49, he takes him out the game. That's his 3rd kill. But he's an empty clip now, so he's got to wait for the reload to go through before he can do any more. He's decided to take the opportunity to move up and try and get position so he can attack the Wizzy. He got 1 in, but he hasn't got 2 rounds ready so he can take the guy out altogether. So he lets the Wizzy live for a little while longer. Now the armour on the tank is fairly weak. As I said, it's 50mm at the front on the hull, 40 on the sides, 25 on the rear. On the turret it's a little stronger. Oh! Bounced off! Critical hit on the tracks. It's 120 on the front of the turret, 40 on the sides and 30 on the rear. So it is very much a glass turret. Except for the front. And of course he did get penned by the Batchat. Now he's been penned by the Progetto 46. So yeah, he's received quite a few pens so far. He's going to be sneaky. He's going to work around that guy and try and come up the other side. But there's a VK4502 over here. And oh, that's bad. He gets one in. Can he get the second one in? Yes, he goes for the engine bay and he gets a kill. That's good. I was worried there because if he went in and got a low roll, he would have actually ended up in more trouble. But he managed to get, well, he got a high roll on the first one. No, low rolls on both of them actually, sorry. And he's just got his next kill from the Progetto 46. So there's only 4 enemies left. He's got 5 kills. He could get a Top Gun out of this game. Only 1 enemy needed. Now most of the enemy are over on the other side of the map. There are a couple in the village. And being this is an encounter game, they will probably try to cover the cap area. That's what I would do. I owned a Radley's on this map myself in a Scorpion G. And from that village position, you can snipe at the enemy whilst they're in encounter. And they've got to come in, and here comes the Shard Mature. Takes 1 round. Takes the second. Kill shot! Okay, so he's now got his Top Gun. Oh, almost went over the edge there. We can see an M449 Liberté in the village. He's probably going to try and get resets on our guys. And we can see that finnz has got potentially a high caliber. He's got 20% of the enemy hit pool, but he needs to keep up his fire rates, otherwise the enemy might steal it away from him. Or at least somebody else might steal it. I don't think the enemy's going to steal it because I think they've lost too many tanks. finnz has certainly been blitzing them. Just look at the sheer number of tanks that he's hit so far. 5,726 hit points of damage. Now it is quite a mobile tank. It's got reasonable speed in it. And oh look, that M451 is right for plucking. He's only got a few hit points left. 1 shot should be enough for him to take him out. Coming up behind him. Hello, goodbye. That's 7. 1 more, he's got a Radley's. On his first game in the Progetto 65, all this would be sweet. The guy is potentially a high roll 1 shot. Doesn't get him on the first shot. Takes some damage from the AE phase 1. Go for it. Yes! He gets the kill that brings him a Radley Walters on his first game in this tank. And there's only 1 enemy left. It's the AMX M449 Liberté, who's in the village. And it looks like he did get resets because our guys have scattered from the cap. Either that or they're saying no cap, kill all. And I think at this point in the game, yes, that's a very valid tactic because there's a 7 against 1. I don't think that Liberté is going to survive for long. And, oh, he's looking for a snipe. Oh! And he accidentally kills himself diving to get to a lower level. And the game is over, but what a victory there for finnz in the Progetto 65. What an exciting game for your first battle in this tank. finnz managed to get an ace tanker, his first ace tanker in this vehicle on his very first game. He got a 5 for effect for doing more damage to hit points to his own vehicle, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemies in that game. He got an epic medal. He got the Radley Walters medal for killing at least 8 of the enemy. It probably would have been 9, but for the fact that Liberté tried to change levels from the village and it just didn't work. And he also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. His win rate from the battle was 9,245, which is Super Unicum standard and quite a bit more. So very well done to finnz. Let's have a look at team scores and see where he stands. 6,233 hit points. The next highest scorer had, well, just slightly more than half the amount he did, and he was also in a Progetto 65. He got 3,346, and the next high score after that was their AMX M451, the one that he dispatched 7th in his series. That was 2,866 hit points to that guy. When it came to kills, he was streets above the others. Yes, more than double the next high scorer. He got 8 kills. The next high scorer was the Progetto 46, who also picked up a Leverslows medal, and he killed 3 of our team. And then 2 kills went to the Progetto 65, the Type 61, the Charfuture 4 on his own team, and also that Charfuture 4 that he took out on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, yes, he's still ahead of everyone else. 1,376 base experience points to finnz. 889 went to the Type 61. 801 went to the Charfuture 4. He fired 24 rounds in that game, got 21 direct hits and 19 penetrations. Damage of 6,233 hit points, and all of it was done at close range. 8 hits received from the enemy. 4 of them penetrated, 4 non-penetrations. He was getting very lucky actually, because a lot of those shots were hitting the tracks rather than the vehicle. In fact, the first 2 shots that hit him, one bounced off and the other one actually hit the tracks, and that was from the back chat. So it was very, very lucky right at the start of the game. If those shots had actually hit home, he probably would have had a lot less hit points to try and win the battle with. 360 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 8, did 1,772 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a premium count, he earned 92,520 credits from that game, and after repair, ammunition, respawn, and consumables, he actually ended up with 48,975 credits profit. 25 bonds, and 7 because this was a tier 10 vehicle, took away 32 in total. So he obviously completed some mission during the day as well in the game, as well as being a tier 10 in a winning game gets you 7. And he earned 2,064 XP times 4 for the first victory, took away 8,256 experience points altogether. I think you'd be hard pressed to actually play that good in your first game in a tier 10 tank. Now, I can only suspect that maybe he's kitted it out extremely well to make it work and put his very best crew in. But to get that sort of score in your first game proves that you definitely have a lot of skill, and so congratulations to finnz, because that was a really great battle to watch. And yeah, considering the opponents he was up against, the Batchat, Progettos, you name it, they were throwing themselves at him, and you still came out on top. So very well done, finnz. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.